I don't know why I cannot make this thing work right. Camera, I mean, not the mower. Mower's fine. I say it all the time. You guys hear me complain about it in my videos. You can kind of see, you can see the coloration, difference in color. You can see what the gas turns into a shellac or starts etching out some metal pieces. This is a plastic carburetor on this guy here. I already pulled the bad gas out, and we'll let it sit and separate, and probably see the layers in that. Say it all the time. If you're gonna use the crappy gas with the alcohol on it, make sure that you use a stabilizer. Doesn't matter if it's stable or whatever fuel stabilizer. I mean, stable is probably one of the better ones. Either way, you're gonna have a problem when you come out next season. You're gonna have to pull. You're gonna have to pull on the starter, 8, 9, 10 times to get the first chooch to go through if you're using gasoline with alcohol in it, which most of the United States is, because we got to keep the farmers in business. Yeah, doesn't make the gasoline cheaper, just keeps the farmers in business. So they don't produce crops that feed us, they produce crops that feed the petroleum companies. So this is what happens when you leave gasoline sit in a carburetor too long as well. It turns into a nice shellac and rusty mess. I definitely prefer getting ethanol-free gas. That's gas without the alcohol. I definitely recommend that anybody that has it available to them get gasoline without the alcohol in it. Even when you have it without the alcohol in it, you'll end up letting it sit too long, and it'll cause run issues as well. So I'm going to have to figure out how to distribute 50 gallons of gasoline out of my boat, but drain the fuel out of this, and we'll see if we can start this one-handed here. So I say it all the time, gasoline will kill your unit. Most people push this out to the curb, they'll leave it in the shed, call it a day, whatever. They'll go buy another one, and each year they'll have the same problem. Finally, they might call someone like me to come out and take a look at it. I'm going to take your money. Don't want to. Not going to tell you no, though, in most cases. So we'll change the oil on this, sharpen the blade, put a new air filter in it, and we'll call it a day. We'll get this back in your hands, Kathy, and we'll talk about the Honda. I just have a feeling that that'll be more of a headache and burden and cost than this guy's like brand new, and it really isn't the carburetor's fault. I'm not pointing fingers. Well, I'm pointing fingers, but it is the gasoline. Definitely the gasoline's fault, but it is also the consumer who is not knowledgeable about the situation with the alcohol and the gasoline. So use 1 ounce of this to every 2.5 gallons of gas, and that should lengthen the time frame for which you can use this gas. You'll still have to pull on it 8, 9, 10 times at the beginning of the next season if it sits for more than 6 months, just because that's the nature of the beast with stuff with alcohol in it. Go get ethanol-free gas. We have it in our area. Take the extra couple minutes to drive out and get it. You're going to pay a little bit more for it, but you'll still want to use a stabilizer in it, a fuel stabilizer regardless. It'll just help keep the gas fresh longer, and help it burn more efficiently and effectively in your unit, and it'll make it easier to start the unit as well. All right, it's Thursday night, April 4th. Have a good one.